How's everyone doing? It's Jeff Bessa from Charting Horse Value doing a really important video, probably the most important one I've done in ages. This one's going to be about the new Charting Horse Value mobile application. This will work on your phone, it'll work on your desktop, and it is fixing a bunch of things that have bothered me forever about my product. For example, to be a member, you got to create a membership on my website. Then you got to go create a PayPal subscription. Then you got to wait, who knows how long, several hours potentially, until I get the alert, get in front of my computer, and manually approve your membership request. When you want to cancel, that's a process that's not super easy. I couldn't allow credit card payments on my website. If I wanted to offer a daily product, I had to create another mechanism for that with a different payment method. I couldn't update my product for scratches. That was a manual process and very time consuming. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm fixing so many things. The other thing that you'll see is that the app is now much more powerful and user-friendly. And this is going to basically replace the members site on my website. The member site will go away, and this app, which will also track your membership, will be what you use. So let's get into it. I want to thank you guys for your patience. I know I've been changing a lot of things. I'm just in a dramatic creativity mode, tons of improvements. And more improvements will continue to come. But this app will not change significantly, maybe just the model, the underneath model. So first of all, when you go into this app, you should see a screen like this. And if you're a new customer, you'll need to create an account. And if you're already a customer, you'll need to create a password right here. Or if down the road you forget your password, you'll click on that. But I'm going to show you what happens if you're a new customer. I'm going to log in as my wife. And you'll get this mode here for payment, okay? You can do it daily. And if you do the daily, you'll need to pick which day you want. And I'll typically have 5 days on here to choose from. Don't pay for an old date because you can get that for free. But if it's a future date or a current date like today, so July 30th or July 31st, it costs you $10, okay? And then, or you can go, and I might be changing that pricing on like a Tuesday, might be a little cheaper. Or you can do monthly, $30. And what I will tell you, if you're a new customer, this $30 is for a interim period of time, probably for the next couple of weeks, and then I'm gonna move it to $40. Annual will stay at $300. I don't expect any changes to annual. And you can, pay for it. And then you will immediately gain access to the app. And if you're already a customer or you create the monthly, you'll have continued access. You won't have to subscribe again. You'll be able to manage your billing. Let's say you want to change your credit card, you can do that. Let's say you want to change your email, you can do that. So much more flexibility right through the app. All right, so we're going to log out. Now we're going to log in as me. And we're in, okay? So this is Saratoga, Friday, July 31st. It's the last race I looked at. Race number 9. Now, we're going to talk about some of the things here, but so before I get to this race stuff, I want to show you a very important thing. Down here in the reports tab, click on that, and you'll see the reports. These are the traditional handicapping reports that you've been getting. And it'll show the last time it was updated. Again, I'm updating these now 4 times a day. For scratches. So for today's, the last time it updated was at 3:04 Central. Okay? That's July 29th. Sorry, July 30th, updated at 1:44 Central. So this will continue to update 4 times a day for scratches automatically. And I don't have to be in front of my computer. And the website will get updated. Sorry, not the website, the app will get updated. So that's powerful. Now you'll see here you can download that. So if you like the handicap reports, you don't want to use the app, you can still download the handicap reports. Okay, right here. There's a couple of customers that really love the Excel tool I put together. I'm not changing it. The Excel tool will be right here. You can download it. It'll be here every day. And it gets updated for scratches. So this one got updated for scratches at 1:45 Central. Now this CHV model will only exist for monthly and annual subscribers. The daily do not get access to this. All right, so that's the reports. You can see when it was updated. You can download the reports. You can download the Excel. You don't even have to use the app. But I recommend you use it. And again, what you can, so up here, you can click the track you want. Go to Evangeline. Go to, sorry, some of this is off the screen. Go to Colonial. You know, you can change the date, Thursday. And you can change this to Delaware, Thursday, you know. So you can do whatever you want. Now, what you'll notice is, like, say race 3 at Delaware, it says asterisk fast. That means the race was on the turf, came off, okay? Anytime you see an asterisk, you know that it's fast, but it was originally scheduled for the turf. If you go to Saratoga today, you look at race 2, sloppy, asterisk sloppy. So that condition field will update when I update for scratches. If you go to Friday, Saratoga, you'll see the condition field is gone. Okay, so we'll go back to Thursday, you know, and we could continue to look at this thing. We'll look at race 5. All right, so now in the race field, you got the distance, you got the dirt. It's sloppy. It was originally on turf. Confidence 0.7. I'm not giving a full tutorial right now of what all these things mean. I got other videos for that, but that's a poor confidence. The pace is 6. That's neutral. I have neutral as 4 to 7, hot as 8 to 10, and cold as 1 to 3. And let's see if we have any other paces in here that are hot or cold. Okay, so pace 1. Cold goes blue. See, cold is blue. Let's see if we can find a hot pace. Maybe a Thistle Downs today. Pace 7. You can see how quickly I could just go through these races. Struggling to find a hot pace. Let me search for pace. Whoops. I'm going to show you the search field later, but right now I'm going to search for pace. 8. Oops. 8. How about 9? All right, pace 9? 9? No. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's no hot paces anytime soon. Well, if you see a pace that's hot, like 8 or above, this will go red. Okay, let's keep going. All right, now the next feature in here is you can rank the field, okay? So you can pick the race, like I said, Saratoga, you know, race 5, race 6, let's take a look at, sloppy. You can rank the field. You can rank the field in any one of these 8 factors. You know, top to bottom rank it. You know, so energy is one I like. So you can rank it on energy, and you'll see all the horses in order of energy. You can rank it on modeled win percentage. You'll see them all on modeled win percentage. You can now, when you select any one of these 4 fields, like ES or LS or energy, you'll see this P3, the running style. So this is a presser with a 3 Kieran running style points, and you can look through the field S0. Now the color code is a work in progress, but the color code shows whether the pace is advantageous for this horse or disadvantageous. So Run Classic S0, the pace is disadvantage. Kid Billy E5 green is an advantage. Factually Correct E7 green. Hi Hat Willie EP4 green. So you'll see some color coding. Okay, That's a work in progress. And you'll see this running style if you're ranking the field on any one of these 4 factors. Now, if you rank the field on P-Fig or B-Fig, you're going to see the fitness. Fit. The fit is a score of up to 100 on how well the horse's previous distances and surfaces compared to today. You can see if any horse has a disconnect. None of these horses have a big disconnect. This is the lowest, 86%. That already gets factored into the win percent. But if you do see a score of 50 or below, that will turn pink. You can also sort on TJR. When you sort on TJR or FWR, fitness workout rating, or training jockey rating, you'll see the layoff. So you can see pair of socks is 98 days off. Anything 90 or over will go red. You can see 61 days, 14 days. You can see their layoff in the box, okay? All right, so you can go back to say to energy, and you go look at this top horse, pair of socks, is the A, an A grade. Now, the grades, don't get too wrapped up in the grade. The A is just kind of another way of describing the model win percentage. Basically, the higher your model win percentage is, the higher that grade will go. So this horse has a 30% chance of winning the race, which, by the way, means the horse has a 70% chance of losing. Don't forget that. Morning line 2-1. So this horse has -1 value. It's a very, very slight underlay. The horse ranks. Right now I have rank select. We'll show that in a second. Horse ranks first in win percentage, first in energy, second or third with the yellow. Anytime you see the yellow, that's second or third. And then fourth in fitness workout rating. Now, for every horse, you can expand it, and you can see an expanded view that'll show the fair odds. This is Linda Rice, Manuel Franco, shows the last 3 races, and if there's a cutback or a stretch out or a track change, it'll show days since last race 98. And there'll be a little quick take. Second in P-Fig, first in energy, second in trainer jockey rating, long layoff, slow pace style concern. Okay? So you can ask yourself, what do I think about that? Well, this horse could definitely win, but kind of coming off a long layoff at short odds and might not have the perfect pace setup. Maybe I look elsewhere. Maybe I go down to this horse, Kid Billy. Kid Billy's got an advantageous pace. I can expand this horse out and see that this horse's race was 10th or worse. Third, second, Rudy Rodriguez, Luis Saez. Fair odds, 7.5 to 1. But does have a favorable pace setup. Close the details. C1 is first off a claim. Another one first off a claim. All right, you come down a horse like this, you can say, wow, this is an X horse with only a 5.9% chance of winning. Third off a claim. Poor running style for this race. Ranks pretty poorly and everything. You know what? I don't like this horse. I don't even want to look at it again. You click on the 6, it'll hide it. So you can do that to remove a race from consideration. If you want to unhide it, you click 6 again or hide it. This hiding or unhiding will stay in there for you, even if you switch races or tracks. Now you come back up here. We don't have to do it on rank. We could do it on margin. Margin is pretty useful. I could do P-Fig on margin, and I could look at the delta. So now this horse is first in P-Fig. It's 2.8 points above the second place horse, negative 2.8. That means they're in first. Pair of socks, 2.8, means he's in second. His energy is 0.5. You can kind of scroll down here and you can see a horse that has energy of worse than 5 worse than the leader. That's typically a warning sign. I might say, you know what? I don't like that horse. This horse also 12.4 behind. That's far. I can remove that horse too. So you can play around this. You can also look at raw. Raw is really useful for like FWR or trainer jockey rating. That's really useful. You can look at the raw. So you can look at rank, you can look at margin, you can raw. Now, when you look at raw, you're going to get, yeah, okay, so that's just going to show these 8 fields again. So you can handicap this yourself. I think I've hit all the points that I wanted to make on this. All right, then at the bottom, and again, you know, if you look at one of these horses, you can see like the quick take. You can open the screen for multiple horses if you want. And when you open it for the multiple, you'll see, I like to have this on rank when I do the multiple, because you can see the rank, you can see the raw for all 8 factors, you can see kind of a relative scale of where that horse compares to the other horses in the race. You can see the commentary. All right, so that's the, and then you can go to the bottom and you get this bottom line. Now take the bottom line with a grain of salt. I am going to be improving this, but this is saying, hey, don't bet the race to win, pass. If you're doing exotics, you know, look at the 3 and the 2. And if you're looking at it for a backup horse, look at the 7. Again, take it with a grain of salt. Do your work as well, and you may come up with a slightly different opinion on the race. Okay, now the next major feature I want to show is the search. What you can do here is you can first of all search any date, any track. Let's search for today. And you can search for race types. Maybe I want a graded stakes. Are there any graded stakes today? Yeah, there is. Colonial Race 3. That was a turf race, a steeplechase. Colonial Race 4, another turf race. Gazora was in there. So you can search for graded stakes. You can search for listed stakes. Indiana Race 10 is that's a quarter horse, 1.6 furlong. That's a listed stakes. So this is useful on the weekend, especially. Like I can go to tomorrow. I can do any date. I can look for graded stakes, and I'll find Saratoga Race 9 tomorrow. And then I can just click on it. It takes me right to it. It's the Amsterdam. Go back to search. I can do any race type. I can look for form cycle codes. This trainer jockey code has been really useful lately. I can click on that. I can show you some here interesting. I'll go to yesterday. And Thistledown Race 4, Little Toy Guns, had the trainer jockey angle. That horse won at 22-1. I hit the winner, I hit the exacta. This trainer jockey angle is powerful. So you can search for trainer jockey angle. You could search for horses that are doing a surface rebound. You can search for horses first off a claim. Delaware Race 9, No Easy Day. Now these are, once you pick what you're searching for, then you can decide how you want to sort them. These are sorted by energy, but I can sort it by win percentage. So the highest win percentage horse first off a claim is Louisiana Rounds Race 4, number 7, Seamus Girl. Boom, we're in there. Seamus Girl, K horse. Disregard my phone. Sorry about that, it's annoying. Just let it. Hopefully it'll stop ringing soon. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So we talked about the rank margin raw. We talked about the bottom line. Oh, and now we're in the search. All right. You can search for horses that are second off a layoff and first off a claim, or second off a layoff and second lifetime. Again, you can change the sort to trainer jockey rating if I'm looking for those kind of horses. The top horse that's second off a layoff, second lifetime, is in race 5, Pennsylvania, number 4, Go East. So it's powerful. You can do any code. You can look for race types. We showed you this already. You can look for maiden races if that's what interests you. Maybe you want K horses in maiden races. And you want the highest win percentage. And that's going to be Mountaineer Race 4 on the turf. Maybe you want something different. Okay, so you can search in here. You can find certain angles that you're looking for. You can search for plus horses. This is a limited right now. I'm going to be adding a lot of plus screens right now. This one is searching for horses with very high FWR. So let's take the date away. Let's take the race type away. And on Thursday, today, Del Mar Race 1, 8 furlongs on the turf, number 4 Compromise. Okay, let's go find number 4 Compromise. There it is, B+. So this is a horse making first lifetime start with an FWR of 1. You can look at the details of 139 FDR, extremely high. So this horse is ready to run big. Morning line is pretty good. Positive value. That's a horse I would look at strong. So that's what the plus horse does. So we can look for pluses. We could look for Ks. We could look for As. We could look for form cycle codes. We can restrict the searches for certain dates, certain tracks. So you get the idea. Search is a big feature. So we got races. You can bounce around super easy. You can see how quickly there. Oh, here we go. Delaware Race 7, pace 9. Okay, so this one's a hot pace, and I know this is a hot pace, and this is on the dirt, 8.5 furlongs. Maybe I want to play a horse with late speed. So let's rank this horse. Let's rank the field on late speed. And the number 1 horse is a toss, but the number 1 horse is Martin Martini on late speed. The number 2 horse on late speed is Striking Sparks with the C grade. That horse also ranks first on PFIG and first on BFIG. I mean, that's a horse I would look hard at. Okay, so you can look at this a lot of different ways. We found a pace 9. If you got any improvements, I'm going to be looking at a lot of things, adding a lot of features to the plus screen. I'm going to be refining the win percentage model. I'm going to be I'm going to be doing some analysis on exactas. Lots of different things. I've got the data now. I could do analysis, but play with this app. It's powerful. It works great on your phone. It works here. If you hate it, just go to reports, download the report, download the Excel model, do what you've been doing previously. But if you like it, you've got the power of this. And so go ahead and get logged in. I hope new customers, you guys are intrigued, and you guys will give it a try. Thank you so much.